potential shift here. Trade like it's 2026, not 1996. It is Wednesday, March 18th, and what's going on in markets today? We have an FOMC meeting today. Unfortunately, it's a lame duck FOMC meeting. Powell is on his way out the door. So these meetings, these next couple of meetings, take on less and less importance. Also, the future market seems to be pricing in that there will be no rate changes for the next 2, 3, 4 months. All right, so these FOMC meetings are becoming less and less important to the market. Now, if Powell was to come out there today and say he intends on cutting rates or increasing rates, that would be huge news and it would move the market substantially, but that is extremely unlikely. What's going to happen almost certainly is he will say we are standing pat and the market won't really react, all right? That is by far the most likely scenario to this FOMC meeting today. What continues to dominate the market is Iran and oil prices. We continue to see this relationship where as oil climbs higher, the market moves lower. And I have to say, the more I think about it, the more I'm considering that relationship at some point may flip around. It may get to the point where higher oil prices are actually good for the stock market. Now, I'm not saying that's when that's going to happen or even if that's going to happen, but what you see happening right now is the U.S. is destroying the Gulf capabilities to produce oil. Oil prices are rising, which allows more U.S. oil drills and sites to be opened, which means the U.S. is becoming the premier global energy provider. If we weren't already, I mean, more or less, we're starting to corner the global energy market, which means the more oil production we destroy, the higher we can charge for our oil, the better it is for the oil industry, and which in turn may be better for the U.S. economy and the U.S. stock market. So, I'm not saying it's going to happen today, and I'm not saying it will happen, but I would certainly keep your eye open for an inflection point where higher oil prices actually start driving the stock market higher. All right? That could happen. And I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for it and try and catch it if it does. Yeah, guys, stop trying to pick winners and start trying to be a winner. Good luck today.